So now here's the thing. Now, okay. Now, so it really is. So the thing is, so if the homemaker was free, you would take it and use it. Of course. All right. So so it's really just the money aspect, and that you're spending a lot of money right now on the carpeting and just a lot of bills right now. Completely get it. Well, let me show you this, and I don't know if this would help at all. Now, is it that is the $213 a month? Is that just way too much, or is it like just a little bit out of your budget?
It's way too much.
It's way too much. Okay, so so $213 is just way too much. All right, so let me show you something that takes these out that might fit your budget a little bit better. Like if I could sell you the homemaker for, I don't know, like if I could say it was $70, would you get it? Oh, okay. Well, I don't. Well, I can't make it $70, but let me do this. Here's the one that I show to people who like this is way too much. It's way too far out of the budget, and they can't afford it. I usually show people this one. This is our basic set. This is for people who can't afford anything. It's why we call it a studio set. It's really for people who live in like studio apartments and don't have really even a kitchen. And it's really the four basic tools you need: the spatula spreader, the petite carver, the trimmer, and the paring knife. Can you see yourself using like those four knives on a daily basis? Yeah. And so the great thing about this one is you can get it with or without table knives. It comes with the wood block. It comes with a cutting board. You get everything except these yams and this pie. Okay. Now the great thing is you mentioned that $72. See this one here is $96 a month. This one here is only $72 a month. All right, Mrs. Jones, which is like $18 a week, which is why even my people who can't afford really anything will get this one because it's a great starter set. It's a great to build up to the homemaker with, and it only costs like $20 a week. You know, I know you have the carpeting and everything, but just $20 a week is not going to hurt your budget that much.
I guess not.
Okay. So would you like to maybe try out this one and then maybe upgrade to the other ones later on?
I guess that's right.
Okay. So, do you see how that sounds? I don't know. You see how it's very hard to say no, okay? Because I made it like, what are you talking about? It's $20 a week, all right? So now, let's say you did say, let's say you said, oh, no, I can't. It's just too much, okay? It's still too much for me, all right? I would go, okay. So Mrs. Jones, again, is it the payment that's too much, or is it so $72 is still out of your budget, but you'll do like the products?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I got one other option for you. And the thing is that, and by the way, Nauka, I'm only showing you this because you seem like you really like the products. If you don't like the products, please just tell me because I don't want to waste your time. And because I get paid for being here. I've already made $17 for sitting here, so I really do appreciate you just sitting and watching the presentation. But if you really do like it, would you mind if I made one more suggestion?
Sure.
Okay. So here's the thing: this petite carver and the wood blocks are the are the kind of the most expensive part of this set. So if we take that one out and we take the wood block out, this is what I call like the three-piece special. It's just the spatula spreader, the trimmer, and the paring knife. That one goes for only $57 over a month, and it's only 3 months. So now you're talking, less than $15 a month, a week. It's like $14 a week. And if you get these three, you don't get a wood block. But I can still give you a cutting board. You can do that on a payment plan, or it's $142, or I think it's $142 if you're going to get it, if you want to pay it in full. Would that be a little bit more in your budget, and you drop down from there? Okay. Do you see how I'm going this?
Yeah.
All right. But here's the thing: what have I done that's different from what you've done? Number one is, and you're close. You're really close. Okay. Like I can tell that you're really trying, and you're putting your effort in, and you have, you have a good personality, and you're. I see you've done this a couple times, so it's not like I don't doubt that you're not like lying and not doing demos. I can tell that for sure. So the key is you want to first thing you have to use the objection cycle. The first thing you have to do is you have to agree with people. See how I got on your side by agreeing with you, talking about your carpet. Use the words that they use. Whatever they say, use those words. I got to ask my husband. Okay, so Mrs. Jones, so what you're saying is you like the products, you want to get them, but your husband's not here right now, and you feel uncomfortable spending that much money without your husband. Yes. Okay. Oh, I can't get it right now. We just came back from vacation, and we just spent a lot of money, and our credit cards are really are smoking because they're melting. Okay. Well, Mrs. Jones completely understand. And so what you're saying is you like the products, and you want to get them. You want to reaffirm to them that they do like the products. That's why I always say that. So you're saying you like the products, and you want to get them. It's just X, Y, Z. And then you repeat what they said. By repeating what they said, it makes them think that you listen to them. See, since you were just going on and not really listening to, you weren't addressing my issue, so I'm not going to listen to you. Why would I listen to you? You're not even listening to me. And that's called an argument. where two people are talking and nobody's listening. Okay? So then what I did is even to more address their issue, all right, instead of just going to the galley set, like I asked them a couple of questions, all right? So I said, Mrs. Jones, first off, I thanked them. You notice I did that, okay?
Yeah.
So like I got done, they said no, and I thanked them. I said, well, first of all, I want to say thank you for your time, all right? It's what's called sitting. You want to let them sit and digest. Don't go too fast. You're just dropping too fast. Okay? Spend time just letting them sit and think about it. People need time to think. Sometimes I'll say, Miss Jones, thank you so much for your time. And if I think that they really were thinking about it, but they just kind of said no, okay, I go, Miss Jones, thank you so much for your time. Hey, by the way, or sometimes I go, Mrs. Jones, so I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you, would you like to get your homemaker and get your kitchen tools or shears for free? By the way, Miss Jones, before you give me a decision, I really need to use the restroom, so I'll let you think about it for a second. Do you mind if I use the restroom? I just walk away. Okay? And let them think. And they go, oh, I don't know, honey, what do you think? I don't know, this, like that. See, but I only do that if I do a really good demo. So we got to work on improving your demo a little bit more, which means this page, and I got to do videos on these pages and let you guys watch the videos. Did you watch the video on how to do the guarantee and the double D edge properly?
No.
Okay, so that's a to do. You can go on you got the second page, haven't you? Flip the page. You're writing all over that one page. You got two pages. All right, so is this helping you, Susie Nagu? Good. It's helping you at home? Good. Okay, so anyway, so watch the video on how to do the double D edge and how to do the 15-day trial period. It's in demo parts, which I'm going to put this onto demo parts now. You guys will be a part of Phoenix history with this piece of. Okay. So Grandodius. Okay, so watch that part, and then the set. Here's I'm not gonna go with that. Let me just stick with what I'm doing, dropping down. So Mrs. Jones, so what you're saying is you like the products, you want to get them. Okay. So well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. So Mrs. Jones, what you're saying is you like the products, you want to get them. It's just this. Yes. Okay. Well, Mrs. Jones, that's fine. Let me just ask you a quick question. Out of these tools, this is how I usually drop down. I go, out of these tools in the homemaker set, I mean, and I do what's called selling off the homemaker. Notice how I was talking about the homemaker, and then I was like, yeah, nobody gets the biggest sets, okay? Because most people don't. Only 20% of people buy the homemaker off the top. Okay, until you get really good at and explain the homemaker. So the reps who sell the homemaker the most are the reps who start with the ultimate set, and then the drop down's the homemaker, and they think the homemaker is the small one. Okay, so it's all about perception, but let's just deal with you as far as getting you some sales. Okay, so Mrs. Jones, like for example, you had 2 orders this week. They were both paid in full, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. How much was the bigger one for? $254 paid in full. That's a homemaker. That's more than a homemaker. The homemaker's only $213.
No, you have the homemaker.
I know, but does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So of course he didn't want it. So he spent more on less. What did he get?
You got the gourmet stuff.
The gourmet stuff. So which one did you like? What did you get?
You got the Hardy Slicer and the cleaver.
Hardy Slicer and the cleaver. Mr. Jones, completely understand that you'd like to get the Hardy Slicer and the cleaver. But you're going to spend $254 today. Would you mind if I made a suggestion that might save you a little bit of money and might be a better deal for you?
I would like to know, like, how do you?
That's my question. That's how you do it. Just did it.
No, but like, how would you talk to someone who doesn't like doing payment plans?
There's no such thing. So, Ms. Jones, how do you pay for your house? You pay for it all 1 year? You pay it all up front? How do you pay electric bill? You give them $30,000 up front and then they deduct from it? How do you pay for your car? How do you pay for a sofa? Okay? The only reason they don't like payment plans, the only reason somebody would not like a payment plan is because they don't really want the product bad enough. What if you like Mrs. Jones? I'll sell you a Lamborghini, okay? It's a $200,000 car. You have to give me $20 a week for the next 100,000 weeks. Would they be like, I don't like payment plans? Or would they buy the Lamborghini? Okay? They'd be like, here's $20, okay? So the point is that